Hola, hi. Sometimes it seems like, not just sometimes, to be honest, often it seems like we need to be actually fake to be seen in certain spaces. When I look at many influencers, I feel like, my God, this is just like so artificial. Not all of them, of course, but people pretending to have it all together all of the time. And so that other people feel like that this is a leader they can follow. And I think this maybe makes it so difficult for some people who have a problem with being fake or who actually are exhausted. It's so exhausting to always having to pretend you're, for example, fine when you're not, or having to pretend that you're the absolute expert who knows everything while in the background your own life is going to shit. And I don't really believe anyone. For me, it's a red flag when someone pretends, who's on any kind of stage, pretends that all of their life is so wonderful and that they are so wonderful and that they most importantly have the answers to all of the questions. No way I believe this, because when I look around and I talk to other people, you know, when we care to actually listen to other people and to really have a deeper conversation, I don't know anyone who hasn't got some severe challenges going on in their lives and somehow struggling in one capacity or the other. And I think that because we see so many people becoming visible or being on a stage who seem to have it all together, that can buy even more into this idea, I only can show up either pretending that I'm this great person having everything together, or I can't show up because I'm not having everything together. And it takes more guts to show up and being honest about not having everything together or having a shitty day or anything, you know. And I personally really wish that there would be more people out there who actually are, I seem to really love actually the word, who like to, not like, but have the courage to be authentic enough to show their struggles too. And to be honest, there's only like Dr. Ramani, for example, is one of those people who is doing an excellent job at that. When you see her in the online healing community, for example, who knows so many things and has a really good standing in her field, but still is vulnerable enough to share her own struggles. And that's why I believe her so much. That's why I follow her. And I think we need more people who dare to show up with themselves instead of editing themselves out. And this is what authentic visibility for me personally is about, to show up as yourself and not having to edit yourself out all of the time. And this is a more difficult task because most likely you won't be as quickly successful. You might not have a huge production. You might not be only just looking for what people want to hear. You're more looking for how you can be you and have something meaningful to say and connect to those people who want to be with people who are real. And so I think it comes back to the thing where I said walking your own path is hard. If you just want to have success or your video is seen by many people or whatever it is, or your art acknowledged quickly, I think then probably I have the feeling being fake and going out as the most flamboyant person and putting on this persona you might not be might be the way to go. But what I really worry about when we do this, and we can see that with some people who got very famous, that here on the one side you have the brand or the persona that is intriguing, charismatic and whatnot, and then on the other side you have what's really going on in your life, and you feel like the gap between those two things can become so big that secretly you're depressed, while you still have to keep on showing up as this flamboyant person that's always a certain way but never depressed and losing it. And I really think that's a huge danger. So if we don't manage to bring the things we want to bring into the world as ourselves, and if we really happen to become quite visible or successful, we'll run into trouble at some point. So maybe it's not such a bad idea to do things more slowly. So, as usual, I would love to hear what you think about this, whether you think you only can do it if you edit yourself out completely or become fake, or you think you rather don't do it because you don't want to be fake. I would love to hear from you. This was Anja Kersten. I work with hiding artists and creative entrepreneurs. Take good care. Bye-bye.